The average individual receives more than 100 emails every single day. 100. That's a lot of noise to get through when sending marketing emails. There are many factors related to catching the attention of your recipients, but one of the most crucial ones is how you frame your subject lines. In this video, I will talk about why subject lines play such a huge role in catching attention. I will share some ideas for smarter ways of thinking about subject lines in your emails. And lastly, you'll learn how to use audience to identify the very best recipients for any of your categories in order to write razor-sharp subject lines. First, a shout out to Campaign Monitor for a super interesting and data-driven article that details 7 important things to keep in mind when writing subject lines. The coming tips are inspired by this, so be sure to read the full article from the link in the description. Why do subject lines even matter? Subject lines are often the first and sometimes only thing recipients read if they even get to your email. If they are too long, irrelevant, or unclear, or otherwise do not immediately spark interest, your email will likely not be opened at all. So your subject lines should look professional, be short and to the point, be interesting, convey the necessary information, promote your brand, sell the products, and yeah, that's a lot. Let's be a bit more concrete. Your subject lines can have an average length of 17 to 24 characters if they should be completely visible on both mobile and desktop inboxes. This doesn't mean it can never go over that, but just keep in mind that anything after the 24 characters might be hidden on some screen sizes. Then, numbers matter. According to modern research, using numbers in blog titles increases traffic by over 200%. Subject lines have the same purpose as the title of a blog post, as it needs to invite recipients to learn more. Fewer words, but more specific words often leads to higher open rates, and most importantly, make sure that the subject line is actually relevant to the recipient and reflects what your email is about. There are of course more aspects to this, but by using these 4 tips, you get a great foundation for writing. Take this subject line. Hello there, friend. Check out our large selection of fantastic once-in-a-lifetime bargains. Why is this a bad subject line? Well, first of all, it's way too long. At 91 characters, most devices will only display around 20% of the text. And the real meat of the matter, the bargain, is the very last word of the subject line, which means that most recipients will never see it. Second, it's very generic. At no point is it clear which products we're talking about, what the bargains are, and why we should even care about it. So let's try rephrasing that. A better subject line would be, today only, 40% off, games. It's short, to the point, conveys the exact discount percent, and even adds a sense of urgency. At 24 characters, it's just the right length to be fully shown on any device. Yes, it might sound like clickbait, but this leads us to the last tip. As long as you actually deliver on the subject line in the email itself, it's not a problem. Don't be like those websites that write something overly suggestive to get our hopes up and then tear them down after reading half an article. I'm looking at you, bam smack pow. Let's talk about how you can send the right emails with the right content. Regardless of your writing skills, emails will not catch attention if the recipient doesn't care about the content. After all, even with a great subject line, I won't interact with an email trying to sell me kilts. Don't get me wrong, they're awesome, but they're not really my kind of everyday wear. Yet. With the Interested In feature of Clerk's audience tool, you can find the right recipients for any product, category, or brand in just a few clicks. Start by noting down at least 20 categories, brands, type of products, or something in between. This could be anything from kilts to Apple headphones to banana-flavored protein powder, depending of course on what you sell. By using Interested In with these, Clerk will return segments you can send highly relevant emails to with sharp subject lines matching the items they're most likely to interact with. So now you can catch the attention of anyone actually interested in buying kilts with a subject line like "Go Scottish, 50 plus kilts for any occasion." With this approach, you will start seeing significant increases in open rates and conversion rate. That's it for this video. To summarize, with more than 100 emails reaching the average inbox every day, it's important for you to stand out in the crowd. A great way to get started is to make sure that your subject lines are short and to the point while conveying the message of your email. Subject lines should not stray too far from a length of 17 to 24 characters to work well on both mobile and desktop, and it's a good idea to include a number if it makes sense. Once you have a good structure for your subject lines, make sure you send emails that are relevant to recipients. Using Using Clerk's audience tool, you can easily define a list of categories, brands, and other collections of products and find out who wants to buy them. With this, you can tailor subject lines to match the content that each recipient is most likely to interact with. Ultimately, if you want to grow your business by working smarter and not harder, you need Clerk in your tech stack. It's the best way to attract, convert, and retain your customers. Ta-ta, and farewell, my fellow e-commerce nerds.